Hey guys, Daniel the Adjuster here. And boy, oh boy, can you believe it? A November hurricane. Hurricane Nicole, well, tropical storm Nicole really, but it could turn into a hurricane. And here in the middle of November, or the beginning of November, but getting close to be the middle of November. Now I have seen those storms occur other times in November, so don't ever put that behind you that you won't have a hurricane in November, because it's very possible. So, unbelievable, it's hitting Florida again. It's going to come across the state, potentially hit where Hurricane Ian hit a little bit, but it's going to die down as soon as it hits coast. So yeah, it's a tropical storm at this point, but it is going to come across into land at a hurricane or Category 1 hurricane. This is going to put it at like 75 to 100 mile an hour winds. Still very bad storm as far as hurricane goes. A lot of damage can occur. And folks, if you are not being deployed or have not been deployed, there's another opportunity for you here. So just make sure that you guys put together a great resume, an opportunity to be able to turn that over to a roster or a firm and tell them, hey, I am so anxious to get going. I know I don't have a whole lot of experience, but I really want to get my feet wet in this storm. I want to get in there and show your enthusiasm, show your desire to be there for them wherever they want you to go, and I think you'll get deployed. That's how it works, guys. Is if you had a choice between a guy whose enthusiasm is off the chart or a guy that's kind of like, well, I hope I get deployed, who would you choose? If you were hiring somebody, you would want the guy that's all fired up and ready to go. So make sure that you get on tons of rosters. Had a couple people contact me and said, well, I'm on 2 or 3. Guys, that's not enough. Get on as many as you can stand, because it's a lot of work to get listed on these rosters and it's a lot of tedious paperwork, but it will pay off in the long run when somebody calls you and says, hey, we really need somebody, can you come? And you never heard of this insurance carrier maybe, or even the firm, and they have an opportunity for you. So that's how it works. And then once you get deployed once, you'll be able to put that on your resume, and you're going to get deployed again and again and again and again, and that's how this system works. So make sure you watch the weather. Now, I'm kind of a weather guy, so I see these storms coming a long time before they are actually announced as a hurricane or announced as a tropical storm, because I watch it all the way from South Africa. I'm just kind of that guy that watches storms and as they form. And if I wanted to get deployed, I would actually call the firms and say, hey, I'm watching this storm. It looks like it might make its way across the Caribbean there and turn into something. Just want to let you know I'm available. And people are like, I didn't even know there was a storm. But yeah, that's how it works. So start becoming a weatherman. Start watching those things. Start learning about what makes things grow into hurricanes. And I think you'll find yourself a little bit prepared, more than the average person, for the next event. So I wanted to bring up something that was really interesting. I got a comment the other day, and somebody said, why are you training all these people just to flood the industry with all these adjusters? And I thought it was an interesting comment, because I've heard it more than once, where people are concerned that, hey, if I train a whole bunch of people, then I'm going to flood this world with too many adjusters, and then there's not going to be that much work. Well, the interesting thing that I've noticed about adjusters is they don't stay in the industry a long period of time. And that's because maybe their enthusiasm changes, maybe life changes, marriage, moving, whatever. Something changes. They get tired of it and they want to switch careers, who knows? So the one thing that I've noticed in this industry is that people come and go out of the industry and they don't stick around in it. So there's always opportunity for a new guy that's excited, wants to get out there, and is fired up to get into this industry. So just keep that in mind. And then as far as flooding the industry with adjusters, just like any other job, we have good people that do good work, we have medium people that do okay work, and then we have the bad people that do poor work. So you, as an exceptional adjuster, can take those jobs from the medium and the poor and just make them, not hireable, because you come in and are doing exceptional work. You're going to take their position. So just keep that in mind. The better ones always float to the surface, and they're the ones who will always stay busy. So anyways, just a quick tip there, watch the storm, because it's coming. Make sure you get on those rosters, call lots of people, call, and you'll get deployed. Daniel the Adjuster here, making you the best adjuster you can be. Bye-bye.